The first thing that you'll notice when you enter into the project platform is the start date. This is the date you anticipate moving into the data center, aka your install date. We've gone ahead and selected April 1st, 2020. Next, you'll want to select your contract length. This is the term for your colocation services. We've gone ahead and selected a 1-year term. The next section is rack type and power density. Start by entering in a quantity. I've gone in and entered in 3 as the quantity there. Next, you'll want to select your colocation space. I've selected a standard 42U cabinet. Next, it's time to select your power circuit from the dropdown. I'm really not sure which power circuit I need, so I'll go ahead and skip that. Instead, I'll enter in 10 and kW from the dropdown. That means I'm looking for a total power of 10 kilowatts. You'll notice that there's several sections below. They include deep racks, wide racks, redundant circuits, shelving units, PDU provided, sub-meter powered, and load ramping. I'm going to go ahead and select redundant circuits for this configuration. Next, I'm going to go ahead and enter in 1 as the quantity. I'm going to select my colocation space again as a 42U standard cabinet. This time I am going to select my power circuit for that 1 cabinet. I'm going to go ahead and select 208 volt and 30 amp. Okay, that looks good. Next, I'm going to go ahead and, I probably do need a redundant circuit for that, so I'll go ahead and check the box for redundant circuit. Let's go ahead and move on to internet connectivity. Alright, I'm going to start by selecting my interconnect type. This could be fiber, Cat5, Cat6, coax, or any of the options listed. I'm going to go ahead and select fiber single mode. Next, I'm going to select my dedicated bandwidth requirements from the dropdown. I've gone ahead and selected 100 megabytes per second connectivity. Next, I'm going to go ahead and look at preferred providers. I don't really have a preferred provider, so I'll just go ahead and select other. You'll also notice several checkboxes below. Burstable, managed firewall, IPv4, and IPv6 addresses. There's a special notes and requirements section. This is where you can detail information on IPv4 addresses, IPv6 addresses, your managed firewall, or any other questions about internet connectivity. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and look at cross-connect options. I'm gonna go ahead and enter in a quantity. Let's go ahead and enter in 2. I'm gonna look at the interconnect and I'm gonna select fiber single mode. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and look at the providers that are available. And I'm going to go ahead and select other because I don't see the provider I'm looking for. Alright, let's take a look at cloud direct connects. Let's start by looking at the interconnect type. I'm going to go ahead and select fiber single mode. I'm going to select 300 megabytes per second for my bandwidth option. And I'm going to go ahead and select my cloud platform as Amazon AWS. You'll notice that there's other options and checkboxes below, such as VPN, point-to-point, MPLS, SD-WAN, and burstable. Let's go ahead and add another Cloud Direct Connect. This time I'm going to select fiber single mode, 100 megabytes per second internet bandwidth, and I'm going to go ahead and select the Oracle Cloud. Alright, the next section is certification requirements. Again, this is an optional section. But I'm going to go quickly browse through any of these certifications to see if any are applicable to my project, whether it's an industry or federal regulation that I need to comply with, or if it's just part of our company policy. So I'm going to go ahead and select. The next section is data center features. Again, this is an optional section, but these are the features and amenities that are important to me when selecting a colocation provider or a data center, like secure storage area, loaner tools, monitoring, video surveillance, rack level locking, raised floors definitely, break room, on-site parking, crash carts, hourly remote hands, and key card access. Okay, this looks good. You'll notice that there's an additional notes or requirements section. Go ahead and add any data center features or amenities that you're looking for that are not included in the list above. That wraps up the colocation configuration part of your project. Let's go ahead and move on to step 2 by clicking on the next button. Start by going up to the city and enter in a city name and select it from the drop-down. I've gone ahead and selected Los Angeles, California. I'm going to start scrolling down and looking at my options. Okay, great. I found CoreSite here, and they have 2 locations, both in Los Angeles. All right, that looks good. I'll keep those. All right, Digital Realty, let's see what they have. They have 2 data centers. All right, I'm gonna actually deselect El Segundo from the option. That leaves me with 1 data center for Digital Realty. I'm gonna go look at Equinix next. All right, so this looks good. I've noticed that there's 2 Los Angeles locations and then El Segundo, and Torrance. I'm gonna deselect these. All right, that looks great. All right, scrolling down. Okay, INAP, let's check out where their data centers are located. All right, so they have El Segundo and Redondo Beach Avenue. I'm gonna go ahead and actually deselect INAP here. And then I'm gonna select 5 data centers there. That's what I'm proceeding with. Now I've entered into the location summary page. From here, I can actually add another location. But for this example, I'm gonna go ahead and select next. All right, you've made it to step 3. I'm gonna start by adding a title here, something that really describes what the project is or who it's for. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and enter in my description of the project and include any details. Okay, now let's go ahead and enter in the contact information. Business name here, Joe's Gaming. All right, and the headquarters address is 123456 South Los Angeles Boulevard, Los Angeles, California. Business email, joe@gamingfactory.com. Add a business phone number here, www.gamingfactory.com, whatever the domain is. Let's add another contact while we're at it here. So the next contact is going to be Sam, SVP of IT Infrastructure. For the company name, let's go with Gaming Factory Inc. We're going to do sam@gamingfactory.com, and we're going to enter in his phone number. We're going to go ahead and select Sam as the primary contact. Now we can go ahead and add another one, so let's do that. Now we select Bill as a manager. That allows him to edit project requirements, view proposals, and collaborate with colleagues and providers. All right, you've got all of your contacts entered in business information. So there's 2 checkboxes left. You just want to click on I agree to the terms and conditions, and then you want to click on Create Project. Now when you do that, you'll be prompted to sign in to Datacenters.com. However, if you don't have an account, you can easily click Sign Up. This will then redirect you to a summary of your project requirements. You'll be able to see your rack types and power densities. You'll be able to check out your internet connectivity requirements, cross connects, cloud direct connects, any data center compliance or certification requirements, and of course data center features. You'll also see a map with the locations you've selected as well as the providers. And you can expand that to see the individual data center facilities as well.